Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching Channel Messages that we do every single week on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. We bring messages from the Council of Nine. We bring messages from the Councils of Light in general, including the original just Council. Um, the what they do is they give us coordinates to take us, the ones that are here, and you who's listening or who's watching at any point now or later when you watch it in rerun or record it, um, so that we could go to places and uh, remember certain things. You may not remember in the forefront, it may not be in your conscious awake moment, but you will remember your higher self, your subconscious will remember what it needs to remember. Many of you have written, sent emails that your gifts have improved, that all of a sudden you got new gifts that have opened up and you realize that your intuition has gotten better and you're starting to remember other lifetimes, other situations. Um, And that's important in today's world. We all need to unite in love, in compassion, in knowledge, in remembrance of who we really are, which we are part of the oneness. We are oneness, and we are divine beings that are here having a human experience. When we do this, and you do not know how to go and travel, you could just set the intention that you're coming wherever we're going. And you just automatically will be there with us. Just be open, surrender to the process, don't fight it, and just allow it to occur. Now, I will ask you to close your eyes so you could go into yourself, taking nice, slow, deep breaths. You don't have to hyperventilate and go fast or anything, just nice and slow so your whole being, your whole field calms down, settles, goes deep into you, and then you will be able to have a better experience. Now I do open the floor for the other members that are here. So if anyone has coordinates they'd like to share, go ahead.
10, 22, 3, 4, 6, tangerine. 10, 22, 3, 4, 6, tangerine.
Okay. So immediately I was just shot up into space, into a nebula or something that looks like the eye of God, as we see it many times in photographs and pictures and drawings, etc. And I just traveled through it into like, I would say a different universe, different place. Um, and I just, I'm seeing a whole bunch of different things at the same time. Like if I was on, say, on a planet and you see animals, but I'm not on a planet, I'm just in the middle of space, seeing animals walking by. What I would say animals, okay, beings I can't explain them, some I've never seen, but they remind me of alligators or they remind me of um, uh, hippopotamus and elephants. It resembles that type of uh, animal here on Earth. And I'm just standing there watching all this occur. Now, I don't know about any of you ladies that are here, but I am hearing angel trumpets, as they call them, kind of announcing that I am there or that we're there, um, which is very interesting. Um, okay. Uh, Anybody else experiencing anything different, same?
Different. I I got a reminiscent of the psychedelic, um, the images of Paisley's loud colors swirling, tied up. It was like a whole menagerie of um, colors and shapes, and so in some ways not unlike what you're experiencing, um, in the sense that uh, it's very different from what we typically seem to encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can see some of the animals or beings that you talked about. Um, I get the sense that we're being asked to be just open to new perspectives slash experiences that we don't have any framework for.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best way I can say it. Um, there's almost a loud calamity sound that I'm picking up. Yeah, there's the trumpets, but I think there's so many different musical venues, if you will, going on at the same time. That's the kind of calamity that I'm sensing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's almost like they're all trying to express something and are not listening to each other enough to hear the pure strain that really does float in between all of
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
Not unlike on Earth. Everybody wants their own voice heard, but they're not always willing to listen
Mm-hmm.
to the other, listen to the one who has initiated speech. Um, the differences aren't as great as we make them out to be. Um, but as long as the tape is running in your own head about what you want to say, it's very hard to actively listen to another.
Mm-hmm.
And the interesting thing is that when you take the time to listen, truly listen, um, we're not really saying a whole lot of things that are actually all that different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they may sound odd to us because they're coming from a different cultural perspective. And I think that's part of why I got psychedelic kinds of images, was that we all look at things from our own unique perspective, and think everybody else sees things the way we do. Um, not. Uh, but I think if we message basically I'm getting is that we need to allow ourselves to be quiet enough, our internal dialogue quiet enough to realize we don't have the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And that if we listen, we may find others who wish to journey with us, others who may have good words to follow, good
Mm-hmm.
thoughts to follow, or wisdom that we were seeking and never expected to find coming from the person speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm
Yes.
seeing a tree. It's a psychedelic tree, but a tree.
I was going to say that those are different colors.
Okay, we're gonna really trip out here. Um,
Well, I think we did this.
Kaleidoscope leaves.
What was that?
A
oh,
tree with kaleidoscope leaves. And it's just like the leaf pattern is just keeps changing.
Yeah, yeah, we did discuss this might be a trippy trip. Anyway,
and
A
no,
true
just
hippie
to
trip.
the audience, no, we are none of us are on drugs.
we're not on drugs. We
Right?
have no liquor, nothing. So, uh,
But eh, there are many trees. It's not just one.
mhm,
Um, and they're actually quite tall. Uh, I was reading something earlier today about the redwood trees being uh, having relatively shallow roots
mhm,
and yet expansive roots. And that's what they need to be able to grow as tall as they are. But what's beautiful about trees is that they all communicate with each other and
mhm,
support each other. Um, and in addition to listening, we're being asked to do something similar. Um, allow ourselves to be integrated with others, uh, not only to learn from them, but to share with them, to give of ourselves uh, to each other root that reaches out. Um, and in that unity is great strength, a great foundation.
mhm,
And mm, sometimes I think we overuse the term wisdom, but wisdom is the only word that comes to mind that fits the bill.
mhm. And much like the ancient civilizations, trees also listen to the elder trees, the ones that
Mhm.
have more wisdom, and learn from them
Mhm.
so that the whole community can survive and thrive. That's one of the differences where in humanity right now we are much we're we're, we're more separated than together. And like you were saying, uh, Jazz, we don't listen. And if we do listen, it's not really listening, it's listening to respond. instead of just being open to hearing what they're saying and getting to a point of understanding what it is that they are saying and how they're saying it and where is it coming from. Um, and now it's just to add a little more trippy. There's a waterfall, different colors, also in the middle of nowhere. That's great. Anyway, it is the weekend, right, of love. So
Mm-hmm.
they're showing us to how one of the ways that we can love or show love to each other and to ourselves. Um, things may be different, but we're all just beings. We're all here trying to make the best of it and have growth, open up, awaken, ascend. And then in between all that, try to have the human experience. And even for those that are not complete humans, they still are coming here for the human experience, to have their soul also grow, evolve, and um, learn and teach. Yeah, sorry. I took a second because now I saw like a beach, a wave, and sand that was all trippy color. Water is all trippy color. Everything is a whole bunch of different colors. And kind of thrown in the mix is kind of like glittery. So I'm kind of used to just having things appear in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Okay. Well, it doesn't need gravity, right? So it just needs a place to float around. So there it is. Wow. Uh,
But each of those things talks to the interdependency that we have with each other, the plants have with each other, that the animals have with each other, that we have with the plants and the trees and the water, everything is interdependent. We can't live without air. We can't live without the earth. We can't live without the et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, and one of the things that we've forgotten to a large extent on earth is respect,
mhm.
honoring, um, honoring the uniqueness of the gifts of others and
Mhm.
recognizing that the the other has what we need, some aspect of it. None of us are complete without the other.
Very correct. And they want us to just take it all in and we're moving we're moving someplace else, but some of that stuff is coming with us, like a group journey. Some of these I can't really explain with the limited vocabulary as humans have. So here we go. 2, 7, 13, 7, 2, turquoise. 2, 7, 13, 7, 2, turquoise. Now I was just like, boop, and I'm in the different atmosphere. This has colors still, but more subdued. So you don't have the full psychedelic effect. You just have the like the Northern Lights type of um, look
Mhm.
in the atmosphere. Um, I do have someone who keeps tucking at me to speak through me. So I'm going to let them when I know that all of us are, if not there, on their way there.
I'm there.
No, I know you're there. I'm just waiting for her to leave. She's there. She's out there. Okay. I just want to say today to remember that we came here to help you. We did not come here to intervene or interfere. We are here upon your request a long, long time ago. Humanity sent a help call, and we are here to answer that call. And from the way we have been observing things, it is the perfect time. We have all the tools that you require and that you need to bring forth peace, to make love priority, to add respect to every word you say, to add compassion, and to share your truth, who you really are. When we look at the humans, we do not look at them through your vessel. We have no idea if you have different color eyes, if you have different color hair. We don't pay attention to that. We read your energy. And this is how we know who sent for help. May not have been even in your own lifetime, this one. You may have sent for help many lifetimes ago because you knew that at one point or another, humanity needed to remember it was all one. To remember it is based and founded on love, and that when you leave that vessel that is carrying your energy field, you will be going back to what you call love, or you call the creator. That energy that is around you and all of us, we understand it, we feel it, we know it. You choose to close, you choose to ignore, you choose not to surrender. So we are here waiting for you to again request help, because we will not interfere. On this, what you call weekend, let's bring your true self out. Allow that brightness to shine wherever you go. And allow the soul that's in there to blossom and to spread the love that's within you, even if it's hard to find at this moment, due to all the fear that is surrounding each and every one of you. I will ask that you just remember that there's no need to fear anyone. There's no need to treat others unkind, and there's no need for your words to be hurtful or demeaning. All there is a need is for love and compassion. I am here with you all each and every day. All you have to do is ask for help, and it shall be provided. I'm going to step away now and allow others to speak.
Ashanama enehiyaho minyanana pechane pe penyanu oa necha kremanu am.
Kushkataya dia wala kashatrisha shatawa. Aya kashatelo korokatistara warala taikia. Iku shushustara davratia taki kataralokututirata. Blessings to all. Open your heart and allow love to grow, not diminish, but to flourish. That will shine light on all the darkness that's around, and will be one of the best ways to unite again, to be one. Let those tones, those beautiful words just flow through each and every one of you. Whether it was sung, whether it was spoken, it's not about the actual meaning. It's about how it shifts your energy and your field to a more positive road.
And the song was a blessing, allowing us to integrate what we've heard and make it a practical outcome in our lives.
Hmm. Now we just seem to be just hanging out. But in this time of just being, if you're allowing the integration and the vibrations to flow through you, you will start to feel more uplifted and possibly calmer, more grounded. Hmm. Now there's one single stream, kind of like a fog, but it's very thin. It's a stream, basically, in the color of turquoise. And this is just taking over anything that it sees that is working against us, anything that is in the negative type of frequency. It's just enveloping it and kind of making it dissolve. And that we can do ourselves when we allow love, compassion, integrity, purity to live in our hearts. And when we practice true presence, when we practice true truthfulness, when we practice who we really are and what we truly are, becoming again, returning to the reality that we already know, we're just starting to remember again. Anyone have anything else to share?
Not at this time.
Okay, thank you. I am hearing now more of angelic music.
Mhm.
It's all, although many different instruments, they all have now found their melody and they're all just beautifully interconnected and in harmony. Um, you really can't even hear one note that's out of place or that's harsh. Everything is intertwined with all of the other instruments. Each and every one of them is playing at the proper moment to uplift and raise the frequency of all those that are hearing it, who have been blessed to hear it. And that's your call. So open your ears, surrender, and let those instruments call you to your path, direct you to your journey, and allow what you came here for to occur, since it's for greatest good of all. Humanity or all living things, really.
As each of the notes are played, there's also a tapestry being woven. Um, I first envisioned it as vines, but it's really a tapestry. And it's not just one person's path being expressed on the tapestry. It's all of our paths being expressed in one magnificent tapestry.
Okay. And it's being weaved or intertwined in such beauty and such
Hmm.
harmony. Like everything is just setting itself perfectly. Super intelligence without any instructions and just everything falling into the right place without struggles, without blockages or even hesitation.
It's interesting. You can see individual paths in the various threads that are being woven into the tapestry. But once it's in the tapestry, there's a whole different magnificent expression that is seen. It's not, wouldn't be able to pull your particular thread out from the overall picture,
Mm,
if that makes sense. And yet, if you pulled your string, your path string, uh, if you pulled yours out, the tapestry would reshape and express something a little different.
mhm. Yes.
What I'm seeing is almost kind of like a quilt I once saw where black background, yes, but there's this vibrant, colorful swirl that from the center goes out and gets bigger and bigger and bigger as the uh, the swirl moves outward, becomes bigger, and it's just breathtaking.
Mm, yes.
And that's what can happen if we listen, if we allow the integration of ideas and pathways to crisscross and yield to each other when there is a more meaningful or um, better way
Hmm.
that's formed by the junction.
Yes. Perfectly said. Now, as beautiful as this is, they're saying that our fields can only take but so much and that we need to move on and that tapestry will be completely finished, at least there by tonight, is what I'm hearing. Giving us the opportunity to touch that tapestry, receive the energy we need, the courage that we need to really be truly our higher self and show others how much love and compassion can exist and how true unconditional love can be. As I'm being led to instruct you to take us down.
Mm. What I'm getting is we are all on the widest, most vibrant aspect of that spiral, and we're going to take one turn around, and we'll begin the fourth round around. The third round, we begin to let go of where we've been and reunite ourselves to our place of familiarity, our home, our bodies. On the second spin, we come closer and closer to center and one, and we should be at 0 together. Take some deep breaths. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes gently.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone for being here with us, whether you're here live or here watching this later. I would love it if you can continue to subscribe if you haven't to the channel. You could continue to share, especially if you haven't. And also hit the like button. Let others know about this, and let's share this energy so then more humans can remember and open up to their higher self. And as always, we will see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a blessed week. Start by loving yourself and then spreading it out. And we love you. Have a good night.